This is the multicast ad hoc on-demand distance vector routing. This is the advanced version of ad hoc on-demand distance vector routing protocol. This MODV offers a significant reduction of the network loads which is adaptable to dynamic change of network topology, and it has a timeliness action, and it has minimum routing overhead, and it also brings up more efficiency than the ad hoc on-demand distance vector routing protocol. So this is the route discovery process. The route discovery process is very similar to the ad hoc on-demand distance vector protocol. Same RREQ for request and RRP for reply. If a node wants to join or send messages, it broadcasts an RRQ message, and the multicast member in that group will respond to it. If the RRQ request is not a joint request, so any node with an updated routing path in that multicast group can respond directly. Or and if a non-multicast node receives this RRQ request, so the node isn't available in this multicast group, that node or the node which is required is not available in the target group, it simply forwards RRQ directly to that multicast group or members available in there. So next see about routing maintenance.
The route maintenance is done in 4 ways. First one is multicast tree maintenance. That is when the group leader maintains the multicast group serial number by broadcasting group hello periodically. The hello is a message like broadcasting like a broadcast message. In AODV, the group hello consists of destination, next to hop, number of hop, metric, sequence number of for destination, active neighbors for this route, expiry time for route to table entry. And in this multicast version, this hello message is extended with some additional information like multicast address, multicast serial number, and hop count and TTL. Next, node leaf. If the node is not a tree leaf, it still can act as an router only by setting multicast address to 0. That is, if it is not an end node or whether it is near, it is an upstream node or below the upstream node, it can act as a router. Else, it will send an add and prune to prune itself. That is, prune means a dead one. That is, the node is not an active one. So when the upstream node receives this p marked MAC, it will delete this node from its multicast routing table. So the node is removed from the multicast routing table, and the table is updated. If the node is a multicast member or not a tree leaf, the prune process ends. Else, they send the p marked MAC to its upstream node continuously. Next one is disconnection repair. When the link is disconnected due to node mobility or other reason, it will broadcast RRQ to rejoin in the multicast group. Only the member with the latest serial number and it hop less than the multicast group hop can respond. So when the node leaves, there is an updation process to make the disconnection repair. So the serial number gets updated. So only the members with the latest serial number can accept this request. If the upstream node which has lost its node, it is not a multicast group member and becomes a tree leaf, then it will set the timer to rebuild, and if in certain period it is still not be activated, and the add and prune will be sent to prune the node itself. If the network is divided due to repair failure, the divided network needs new group leader. If the node initiating repair is a multicast group member, then it will become the group leader, or the new group leader will be selected by sending G marked MAC.
So the link repair mechanism of the multicast ad hoc on-demand distance vector routing is following. So when there is a link breakage, the downstream node is responsible for the link repair mechanism. So the downstream node The downstream node means the node which is at the lower bottom of the tree. So it forms a tree like structure, like for consider this as a tree. The source is the upstream node and the destination is the downstream node. So this downstream node will initiate the repair mechanism process. So it sends an RRQJ with a multicast group leader extension to nodes nearby it. So the node receiving this RRQ message should respond when the following criterion is satisfied. It should be the member of the multicast group. The node received should be the multicast should present in the multicast group. Its multicast group response sequence number is at least as great as that in RRQJ. So the sequence number is at least as great as RRQJ means the RRQJ consisting which has the sequence number is the downstream node sequence number. So the member which is predecessor to the downstream node, which will consist of a sequence number greater than this downstream. So it will receive only to so this means the RRQ message is received by a forward node, not an backward node. So there is no wastage in time to for the response. And the next one is the hop count is less than or equal to the multicast group leader as in multicast group hop count extension field. So when this downstream consider this downstream node has a hop count of 4. The received hop the node responding to this RRQ has a hop count of 3. So the hop count of the downstream node has 4, which is 4, which is less than the node which is responded. So this can respond to this message, but when an node which has a hop count of 5 can respond to the RRQ message sent by D. So this also avoids time wasting, and it also minimizes the routing overhead. Next one is so when this reaches the source, and the source also replies it back with an RRPJ message, and when this RRPJ message is received to the destination, the new distance should be updated. So the destination is also takes this process. The new destination is indicated to the leader by broadcasting a MACJ message. This MACJ message, once it is received at the source also sends an MACJ message to the destination. So once the destination acknowledges that it is received by the source, the hop count which is in the MACJ the downstream received is automatically incremented. So consider that the hop count is 4, the which is received from the MACJ message. The downstream node which will increment it to 5 and set it as a new hop count. So again this hop count is also sent to the source node, and the source node also replied it back to the destination, that I am received this. So the new updated routing table is updated on the both sides. So this will avoid any error or looping back occurring in that routing protocol. So that's it for the multicast ad hoc on demand distance vector protocol.